A shockwave is running through Barcelona's attack. Ferran Torres, who for months was often a tactical piece rather than the headline, has exploded into form and left one unavoidable question. Should Robert Lewandowski still be the automatic No.9? In 2 starts under Hansi Flick, Torres has delivered 2 decisive goals and, more importantly, a style of play that fits Flick's new identity: relentless pressing, rapid positional rotations, and a forward who is as willing to chase the first pass as he is to finish the final one. That transformation hasn't happened by accident. Flick has remodeled a forward's responsibilities, turned a versatile attacker into a focal point, and in doing so forced Barcelona into a selection dilemma with clear season-long consequences. The change begins with structure. Under Flick, the team's first line of defense is no longer a loose idea but a tactical priority. Players are coached to constrict passing lanes, push defenders into mistakes, and make the high press not an occasional tactic but a constant threat. Torres, with his work rate, timing and ability to chase the ball into pockets between centre-backs and full-backs, has become the ideal first trigger. He presses with purpose, recovers loose balls, and, crucially, positions himself to explode into the box when the defence is split. That's why his 2-goal run is more than luck. It's the predictable output of a system that creates high-quality chances for the forward who best understands where those chances will appear. Compared to the previous approach, which often used Torres as a spark off the bench to add pace and unpredictability, Flick trusts him from the first whistle to impose the game's rhythm. Where substitution roles focused on surprise and fresh legs, Flick asks his starting forwards to patrol an entire tactical map. Defend the first line, press triggers, open passing corridors for midfielders, and then arrive in goal-scoring positions. Torres has adapted quickly. His runs are sharper, his timing for pressing moments has improved, and his finishing, calm and clinical in recent minutes, has arrived when the team needed it. The result is a clear selection headache. Lewandowski remains one of world football's most complete forwards. A clinical finisher, a master in the box, and a player whose presence alone changes how opponents defend. But football is not frozen. It evolves around form, fitness, and tactical fit. If Torres continues to offer the pressing intensity Flick demands and continues to finish chances at this rate, the coach has a real choice. Return to the established superstar when fit, or ride the momentum of a player who already understands and executes the system to a T. That choice ripples beyond a single match day. It affects transfer policy. Do the club look to sign another forward who fits the pressing mould or prioritise a different profile? It affects locker room dynamics. How does a superstar react when his position is challenged? And it affects Flick's managerial stock. Stick with the young, hungry forward and be praised for bold selection choices, or revert to the veteran and be criticised for not backing a player who already delivers the required system outputs. On the pitch, the immediate evidence is obvious in how chances are created. Torres' pressing forces hurried clearances, quick turnovers allow midfield runners to arrive late, and the team's verticality after turnovers has improved. These are measurable, repeatable advantages that compound over a season. For opponents, the prospect of facing a Barcelona side where the No.9 is not simply a finisher but the first initiator of pressure makes game planning more complex. Defenders must think not only of marking runs, but also of resisting the immediate press that follows every play. For Barcelona fans, the dilemma triggers passionate discussion: loyalty to proven stars versus the need to reward form and tactical fit. Social channels will split between those demanding Lewandowski's automatic reinstatement and those urging Flick to back the player delivering results today. From a narrative standpoint, this is an irresistible storyline: the veteran superstar vs. the emergent system player, tradition versus tactical evolution. The stakes are clear. If Flick's approach yields wins, the manager will be credited with not only rescuing performances but reshaping careers. If it falters, the decision to upend established hierarchies will be a headline critics seize upon. For Torres himself, the moment is career-defining. Perform consistently and he becomes Barcelona's new face of the attack, immediately increasing his market value and long-term role. Falter and the pressure of expectation will be brutal. The final point is unavoidable. Football is decided by form and fit, not reputation alone. Right now, Torres has both the form and the tactical fit that Flick demands. Whether that turns into a permanent dislodging of Lewandowski or a short-term hot streak remains to be seen, but the questions it raises about selection, identity and ambition will shape Barcelona's season. One thing is certain, Flick has produced a tactical statement, Torres has answered it with goals, and the rest of Europe will be watching to see which decision defines Barca's next chapter.